This is a little demo on a portable wet saw I have for cutting tile, and I use this to cut a whole bunch of tile with, and it's still good. And what you do is you fill it up with water, and the water kind of foamed up a little bit, just plain water. And you can't fill it up too much because it'll run out the side, right? Now the only disadvantage to this saw is it doesn't have a real lot of power, but I'm actually making some cat shelves and stuff like that. And you just keep it down on the line. Like you can see, there's a line right here. That's what these grooves are for. And it's got an on-off switch. And this is the reset switch. So if you overload the blade, it'll stop by itself without burning out the motor. Now, when you first turn it on, you'll see a little bit of water fly out, and you got this shield on it. So, see? Catches up here a little bit. And you can see it makes a nice cut. This is a very cheap saw, and make sure you empty the water out after the use, or else you rust up the blade a little bit. But it still gets a little rusty no matter what you do. But for the money, works good. So it doesn't have an absolute flawless perfect cut. But, you know, when you're putting the grout in, you really don't notice that at all anyway, especially from a few feet up. And it is actually a very good cut. And you could actually make curves with it by just touching the blade around here like this. If you got to make a rounded corner, I've done that plenty of times. And I've cut out special shapes without cracking the tile. You just got to go slow. You got to go slow. Like if I wanted to cut a U shape out of this, I can go like this and just touch it a little bit at a time. As long as there's plenty of water on it, it'll work. And that's the key. You might have to keep adding some water and go slow. But it does cut nicely. This is, I think, I forgot what this was. It was like $100 or something. I'll tell you, these things are no good. I don't use the guide on it. What I use is, the guide is kind of flimsy. It's a plastic guide. I go reference off of these things. And these things, you know, you just follow it real carefully as you're going along, and you get a nice straight cut. So it does work good. It took me a few minutes to cut this. This is plenty accurate enough for what I'm doing, because I'm just putting up a cat shelf because the cat will use this. And it's a tile. It's a stone tile. It's not the strongest commercial grade, but it's pretty close to it. You know, in other words, you can be able to clean it off real good. So versus wood or paint or anything like that, I'd rather have the stone tile. So it's pretty handy. You can use it for a number of things besides floors. You can use it for shelves too.